Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins movie figure. This is number 20 in the line. This is Scarlett from the G.I. Joe. So here is the different insignias representing Scarlett there. You see the number 20. Here on the side we get a couple of different artwork looks of the actress. Here I don't think it really looks like her, but then there on the side I think that really looks like her. That looks pretty cool. On the back we basically get that Snake Eyes poster. All the movie figures have that same backing there. As you can see, the box is pretty empty. She doesn't really come with a whole lot, which is unfortunate and kind of weird. Like, why did they really skimp out? And I don't know if it's because of Hasbro, and you know, yes, it's all Hasbro, they own G.I. Joe, but with the movie, is it maybe a separate license and there's still some sort of licensing fee even though they're paying themselves? I don't know what's going on, but she should absolutely come with more accessories than just the crossbow. But at the same time, there's some pretty cool detail on there, but still really lacking because there's just so much empty space in that box. It kind of sucks. So let's get Scarlett out of the box. Yeah, that's just really empty. Look at that. There's nothing there. Okay, and here is the Scarlett figure out of the package, and she looks pretty good. You could really see a lot of the inspiration from more of a classic looking Scarlett. So here is the redeco that was released, the number 5. Release in the line, the redeco. You can see a lot of the same kind of colors throughout, which is actually pretty cool, like the red on the shoulder. You got the yellows and the browns and everything, so that all looks really good. We'll see another kind of comparison a little bit later on, but not bad. In terms of accessories, the only accessory she comes with is the crossbow, which here looks pretty good. Like the way it came out looking. If I can get this damn thing to really focus there. That looks pretty good. Sculpted detail on there is nice. It's all just a black plastic. There's no paint on it whatsoever. But the highlight is the Scarlett figure. So let's take a closer look at her. But one heads up, this leg is a little wobbly loose, but not terrible. So now let's take a closer look. Okay, so up close look at Scarlett. The head sculpt I think looks really good. I really like it, but I don't think it has much resemblance to the actress. So I think Hasbro failed there. Maybe a little bit at that angle, but I just don't see the actress in there. And I don't really know who the actress is, but in terms of likeness, I don't think it was all that good. I think Hasbro kind of dropped the ball there. But again, still just a good looking head sculpt. Looking at the figure on the armor pieces there, as well as the boots and the feet, you guys let me know down in the comments below. Do you think that's kind of an army fatigue camouflage type of design? Or do you think it's more of a battle wear? So it's all like the same color and it looks like it could be worn down in areas, even though it kind of follows a certain pattern. But you guys let me know down in the comments below. I initially thought it was kind of a battle worn thing, but now that I look at it, it could be something kind of in the deco. But you guys let me know down in the comments below what you think. Looking at the figure, the paint, the yellow paint is done really nice on the back, really good in all these areas in the front, except for when it comes like right here on the forearm, it got a little sloppy, and then right there on the shoulder it got a little sloppy. But other than that, it's pretty good. Even the yellow lines came out pretty nice on the collar there. But the details of the figure look all look really good. As you can see there, a little bit of silver paint in there. Yeah, the figure itself looks really good. Now let's zoom out for the articulation. Okay, so Scarlett's articulation, she can look down that much there, so not terrible. She can look up a little bit. The ponytail really gets in the way. Full rotation in the head, you get some pivot going on in there, so that is pretty good. The neck itself does have a swivel in there as it is a separate piece. The shoulders go up that high. You get a full rotation in there. We have a butterfly joint so you can actually get the arm to go back that much. Forward is not a whole lot, but that back motion is actually really good there. Unfortunately, again, we have a single jointed elbow with the swivel at the elbow, and we get that much bend, so 90 degrees, and that is it. Wrists swivel, and they do hinge. We have the vertical hinge on both hands there. The upper diaphragm joint, you can get her to pivot to her left that much. You can get her to pivot to her right that much. You can go back with both the ball joint at the waist and the diaphragm joint that much. You can come forward And not really a whole lot. You get a swivel at that waist. You can do a swivel at the diaphragm joint as well. It doesn't move as freely, but you can get a little bit of twist and turn in there. Legs go out that far apart. We do have the drop down feature of the hips, as you can see there. You can get her to kick forward really high. We have an upper thigh cut in there. Double jointed knee like so, and it's actually a pinless knee. Akiko didn't get pinless, but this one does. But then look, I mean, I got this loose leg here, which kind of sucks, but you know, pinless knees, that's cool. There, and then we do have a boot swivel. Foot hinges all the way down. We get some hinge up, ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet with these wedge boot type design. That is pretty good. So standard articulation for the female figures, so it does not disappoint. I wish we would get double jointed elbows, but at the time of this, they weren't doing the double jointed elbow. So even though Lady J came out before this figure, these movie figures were sitting in a warehouse for a year. So the double jointed elbows actually came out after. So Scarlett might actually have been the first to do pinless, maybe. Don't quote me on that, but I think she may have been the first to actually go pinless. Okay, so I don't typically do head swaps, but I will do the 2 head swaps of the kind of the classic Scarlett with the movie version. So pop that head off there. It's on a dumbbell joint and a small ball peg. It's likely not going to be able to swap, as you can see, that ball peg. So this could just kind of rest on there as it dangles and bobbles. That could actually look pretty good. Can't complain there. But the movie head will definitely not fit on this body. There's just not going to be a way to get that little peg hole onto that. So that's not going to work. But I guess this could work if that's something that you wanted to do. Okay, so here are all the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins movie figures: Storm Shadow, Baroness, Scarlett, Akiko, and Snake Eyes. And they all look really good together. Snake Eyes is definitely my favorite out of this bunch. Scarlett's going to be my number 2 figure. Baroness probably my number 3. Storm Shadow my number 4. And Akiko number 5, which sucks because she's not that bad of a figure. It's just these other ones I think are a little bit better. Baroness, surprisingly, I'm not sure what it is about it that I actually kind of like. I like the details and everything in the sculpt. I think that's probably my thing with it. Plus, I think the actress was kind of hot in the movie. You know, that kind of helps it a little bit. But pretty nice little lineup for the G.I. Joe, the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins movie. I'm still hoping and holding out for a hard master, maybe even a blind master from the movie. I doubt it at this point. That's something that I think they would have announced by now. And I think at this point, I have all of the G.I. Joe Classified Series figures. They have not had any other announcements whatsoever at this point, and I have every single release. I think the only one that hasn't hit stores yet is going to be the Target exclusive Cobra Island Barbecue, but hopefully that will be coming soon. But look out for Scarlett and Akiko in the same wave 6. They come in the same case. It's like 2 Snake Eyes, 1 Akiko, 1 Scarlett, 1 Baroness, 1 Storm Shadow. So they are hitting stores now. Both Walmarts and Targets are getting them, so good luck out there on your hunts. Okay, that is my review of the Scarlett figure. I think it's actually a solid release. The second best movie figure that has come out so far. I think I like it a little bit more than the classic look. I'm a movie figure guy. That probably is why it edges out. But I really like it. The pinless knees, I think, again, I think this would have been the first G.I. Joe figure to have any of the pinless tech going on. But because of the movie delay, the figures were delayed and we got the other figures to come out in its place, or not even necessarily in its place, but earlier, maybe even earlier. Just those figures came out before these ones. So I think the technology started to go there, but they couldn't talk about it, which is a little bit unfortunate. The double jointed elbows would have been definitely a nice touch. We didn't get that until Lady J. But a solid release that I'm happy with. I think the Scarlett, this looks really good, aside from the not really being actress likeness, in my opinion. Solid release. But you guys let me know down in the comments below what you think of the Scarlett figure. What did you think of the Snake Eyes movie? Be kind. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was entertained, but I get it. It's not for everybody. They changed a lot of things. I completely understand. But I was happy with it. But anyway, if you guys like this video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.